before the use of toilet paper, what did people around the world use to clean themselves after using the toilet? In today's video, that is the question we'll be exploring. First on the list is water. Even though this doesn't sound ancient to many people, because much of the world still uses this method. In places like South Asia and Middle East, water has been the primary cleansing method for generations, deeply rooted to religion and cultural practices. In this modern age, it is paired with a bidet or a bucket of water. A bidet is a tool that washes you with water after you go to the toilet, instead of using toilet paper. Using water gives less chance of fecal matter remaining on the skin, lowering risk of infections. Secondly, corn cobs were common in rural American communities. Back then, dried corn cobs were popular and plentiful. In countries like Zambia, South Africa, and Zimbabwe, where maize is a staple food, meant corn cobs were abundantly available after using the toilet. Corn cobs were rough and could cause small cuts and led to pain or infection. Thirdly, in the 1700s, newspapers were a preferred choice in many regions. The concept was simple: enjoy a quick read during your bathroom break, then repurpose the page for wiping. This was a common practice in rural America, Japan, Nigeria, and Australia. The bad side to this is that printing ink would rub off on the skin, causing stains, not forgetting how coarse and uncomfortable newspapers was. Fourth on the list are sticks. Japan used chugi, thin wooden sticks, sometimes wrapped in cloth. Ancient Romans used a sponge on a stick called a tersorium, which sat in a bucket of salt water or vinegar, and everyone who used a toilet would use a sponge on a stick. Improper use of the stick could scratch or cause an injury. Fifth on the list are leaves used by many people of the Netherlands, Americans, and Kenyans because they were plentiful and easy to find. The wiping experience wasn't comfortable because of how leaves were rough and sometimes could leave you with rush. And picking poison ivy wasn't uncommon. Sixth on the list are stones. Greeks used small, smooth stones called pessoi or broken pottery shards. They would sometimes write the names of their enemies before using them. Stones didn't